Welcome. I'm Dr. Jerry Nolan, and this is Love is the Answer. Today, in honor of our Thanksgiving holiday, we will examine gratitude as love. We have all been blessed to have many great teachers in our lives, people for whom we are really grateful because of what they've done for us. Be confident. There are many students, colleagues, and families who are also grateful for you, the gifts and the love that you share that have enriched their lives. Here is a brief and very incomplete list of teachers for whom I am grateful. Mr. Jim Oddie, Waiwega High School. Great math teacher, but Jim Oddie had one of the best senses of humor of anybody I ever knew. Jim Oddie could have been a stand-up comedian, and he got us to laugh every day as we learned. That was a great gift. Dr. Robert Meinhard, Winona State University, one of my history teachers. He's the person that made history for me a very personal experience. It's not just names and dates and things that happen. The people that we study, who we study about in history, are not much different than we are. Their times might be a little bit different, but they have the same struggles, the same triumphs that we all have. And he got me to see history as a very engaging, very personal study. Mrs. Mary Worth, my speech teacher in Waiwega High School, she got me over my terrifying fear that many of us have of public speaking. And she did it in a very calm, supportive, warm fashion that always put us at ease when we got up there to give our speeches. My high school wrestling coach, Coach Daryl Andrus. The great lesson, many lessons, but the lesson that sticks with me all the time is that we have to be willing to pay a price if we want to achieve anything in life. A lot of times, the culture tells us, oh, you should have it all, it's all easy. Not so. You got to pay a price for anything that's valuable. And if you're willing to pay a price, everything is possible. Mr. Lowell Baltz, Waiwega High School, science teacher, life science, biology. He was a person who made schooling come to life. The enthusiasm with which he taught, but also the enthusiasm with which he lived his life beyond the classroom, which was evident to all of us, was a great gift and model for me. Mrs. Marlene Palzer, Fall Creek Elementary School. I didn't have Mrs. Palzer, but my children all had Mrs. Palzer. She exemplified more than any person I ever knew what it meant to be a loving teacher. She was an incredibly talented person, but she worked really hard on her craft to be a good teacher. She loved, she challenged, she cajoled. She had everything. And she still means a lot in my life, and I know she does, decades later, to every one of my children. I encourage all of you to give some thought to those teachers. You've got your own list. Those teachers who enriched your lives, and offer a word of thanks, perhaps a word of prayer for the positive impact that they all had on your lives. Please remember that your students, your colleagues, the families that you serve are all incredibly grateful for you and the gifts that you share that promote the goodness, the well-being, and development of your students. Please be confident that there are people out there giving thanks for you. Please read our companion blog at drjerrynolan.com. View our other videos on our YouTube channel, Love is the Answer. Like us on Facebook. And as always, on behalf of me and my entire family, we wish you an abundance of peace and love.